Yeah, so kids, don't try that at home or on the street. Just go ahead, get your nice little cardboard, get your boombox, get your Adidas sweatsuit, and do some simple breakdance moves.
Yeah, be safe.
Yeah, be safe. Coming
Certainly.
from me. And now, after break, well, before we go into after Breakin, how did Ice-T ended up in Breakin?
Ice-T at the time, right before I did the film Breakin, I had produced, along with Topper Carew from Rainbow Productions. Topper Carew was the executive producer of the Martin Lawrence Show. Mm-hmm. And I presented Topper Carew with the idea to do a documentary on the street dance scene in Los Angeles. This particular documentary is called Breakin and Entering. And during that time, I hired virtually every street dance crew or dancer on the LA scene during the time, and one of them was Ice-T. So I had a pretty good working relationship with Ice-T. He was always a man who believed in the form, and you know, he was a dancer initially. He wasn't a rapper per se. Rapping was something that he was able to do, and he did it. But in those days, you have to realize rapping wasn't the form that it is today. It really took backseat to the dancers. Mm-hmm. Rapping wasn't the forefront of hip-hop. Hip-hop was perpetuated by the dancer. And it continues to be the lifeblood of the movement. I mean, if you look at every rapper, you got to have the dancers. They have to be there. I mean, if not, you just got a guy rhyming on the microphone.
Right. And now, what was some?
You need visuals. And that's not to detract from their abilities, because what they do is talent, and it certainly, you know, deserves its recognition. But the record company has figured out a way to capitalize on that side of the hip-hop movement. They weren't able to do that with dancing because we weren't selling records, you see. So they made stars of these guys because they could sell records, mm-hmm. not because they could outperform us, per se.
Right. Now, what were some of the hurdles that the company had to face in putting out Breakin and releasing it to the masses? Because I believe at that time it was still a lot of hesitance among the mainstream community, and they still felt that hip-hop was going to go way of disco.
Oh, well, you know, it's like anything else. When an art form becomes as large and as important as hip-hop has become, and it continues to be to this very day, you know, the pessimistic side of our society wants to believe that it will go away quickly, because more often than not, these types of things that blow up as quickly as this art form has or did, it will, you know, they feel it will ultimately go away, but you know, it's proved different.
Yes.
That was the case, but you know, time is the determinant factor.
Right. And after Breakin and Breakin 2, did you feel like at a point that breakdancing and that mainstream started to oversaturate it? Because I think I've seen clips of breakdancers breakdancing in Pringles commercials, Denny's commercials. I think they even had classes on how to learn to breakdance.
They're doing it again.
Again?
It's happening all over again. Watch television.
Mm-hmm.
It's all over television. It's all in the movies. It's all over again. See, history is known to repeat itself, and I think that cycle of repetition usually happens somewhere around that 20-year mark. Every 20 years, it seems to just come back at itself. But street dancing has never gone away. It went right back to where it has always existed and where it's always thrived, in the streets, in the urban communities around the world, and to this day is enjoying a rebirth. I have a number of projects now because I had semi-retired, and when I thought that I had, you know, pretty much did my thing, and they came and got me again, so here I am again.
Right. So,
you know, and I think that what's happening now, and the reason that they've come to me, is that young people are seeking leadership as something that's severely lacking in this art form at this particular time. And I think what I provide to them is knowledge, a real world knowledge, and guidance, and practical guidance. And it's like anything, man. If you want to do something in life, you look towards those individuals that, you know, have the type of careers or are doing the types of things that you hope to do or dream to do, and you follow them. And I'm that example for, and thank God that I'm that guy, and I hope that I can continue to be the positive role model that I've managed to be. I haven't always been the greatest in some of my behaviors, but in the long run, I love my work, and I love the people who do this type of work, and I want to be able to continue to do that.
Right, and you also did choreography for Lionel Richie, Madonna, and
Yes.
Luther Vandross.
Yes, it did.
All right, so what was it like working with those three?
The most beautiful voice, the most talented, the most caring and gentle and insightful person I've ever met was Luther Vandross. He was a friend of mine. We met each other on the Bette Midler tour, Divine Madness. So we worked together on Broadway and her tour. And we quickly became friends, and so I get to see a real side of Luther, and he was a really good man and good spirit. Lionel Richie, funny guy, great personality, a great songwriter. One of the guys, just a regular guy, unpretentious man, and that's refreshing to meet someone like a Lionel, who has the fame that he has and done the things that he's done, and still be able to maintain his human side and be one of the, just the people. That's Lionel Richie's gift. Mm-hmm. Madonna, a consummate professional, aggressive, a panther. She knows what she wants, and she knows how to get it.
Mm-hmm. And
that's Madonna.
Mm-hmm. And that's definitely true. And now, you and Boogaloo ended up doing the Stop the Madness AntiDrug PSA video back in the 80s, correct?
That's correct.
So how did you guys end up doing that video?
We just approached CBS, and some other people approached us, and we shot a number of these PSA announcements. That was it, based on our popularity, the popularity of our films, and that was as simple as that.
Okay, and you were also in the I Feel For You video for Shaka Khan, right?
That's correct.
How did you end up getting that?